Are they our ally? I think the answer to that is no. I would say they're probably more of a strategic partner, but I think that Saudi Arabia sees America as their ally, and that can complicate things a lot.
So I know there's a deal in the works between the U.S. and Saudi, encompassing a lot of technological issues, a lot of economic issues. Can you summarize kind of what the discussions are between the U.S. and the Saudis right now?
Yeah, this was the really kind of big story earlier in the week that this U.S.-Saudi kind of weapons, diplomatic, economic deal is nearing the finish line. And essentially, it seems like the U.S.'s goal is really to limit Chinese influence in terms of Saudi technologies. So they don't want Saudi Arabia using Chinese technology in their sensitive networks and things like that. So the U.S. is going to provide, as they call, investments in
Right.
AI, quantum computing, and
Okay,
they're also
Ellen, I don't mean to interrupt, but this is the first thing I dealt with this morning. So basically, we want to tell Saudi Arabia what to do with Chinese technology. Do we want to tell them they can't drive Chinese electric vehicles?
That's a really good question. I think that they'd probably rather that Saudis drive a Rivian, or not, sorry, not Rivian, Lucid vehicles, which the PIF has a big stake in that company. It's really unlikely that people in Saudi Arabia are going to be driving EVs, considering that they can drive really long distances.
I even got that right on the Ellen Wald test.
Exactly. All right, so Ellen, let's talk about broaden out to kind of the global energy markets here. We've had both WTI and Brent crude pull back a little bit from recent highs here. What's your kind of sense of where oil may be heading here in the near future?
Yeah, this is a really good question, and does in some respects depend on Saudi Arabia. It does seem like there's some economic weaknesses, some indications of economic weaknesses. We're looking at a lot of kind of some weaknesses in diesel and middle distillates, which can be a troubling economic sign in the past that has definitely signaled oncoming economic weakness. But on the other hand, it may not. We're looking at strong summer demand, though I think that once summer demand, kind of rolls through, it's really quite questionable what we're going to be seeing in the fall globally. Obviously, China matters a lot, and it's kind of unclear. There are signs of weaknesses, but then again, you never know what the Chinese government is going to do, and they're still importing a lot of oil. When it comes to kind of oil prices going up and down, I think we're seeing a pullback from a lot of the risk premium that had come on back when it looked like Iran and Israel might kind of destroy each other. I think that traders really thought there was a real possibility of war, but when you look at kind of the facts on the ground, neither of those countries is equipped to fight a war against each other at all. So I think it was much more likely that we were going to see a kind of a cooling of tensions as opposed to continuing escalation.